Hello everyone, welcome to our 16th video. Today we will focus on empowering our children to strengthen their positive self-concept, healthy self-esteem and resilience. This is part of our ongoing series on social-emotional learning for children 6 to 8 years. I'm your host, Anne Weshinga, an educationist from Haibora, Africa. It is always a joy to connect with you all, and many thanks for choosing the Born for Greatness Africa YouTube channel. Please continue to support us by liking and sharing our videos in your circles, and if you have not subscribed, kindly do so. This will greatly help us to reach more parents, caregivers, and educators with this critical information. Special thanks to all our subscribers. We value your awesome support. Okay, let's now get into the business of the day. We will start by looking at the practical ways of supporting our 6 to 8-year-olds nurture positive self-concept and a healthy self-esteem. You will agree with me that positive self-concept and healthy self-esteem are closely related, so we will discuss the two concurrently. But let's start by asking ourselves, how does a child who has these competencies present? A child with a positive self-concept appreciates and loves themselves. They feel good about themselves. They embrace both their strength and their weaknesses or their areas of improvement. They also demonstrate self-confidence, independence, optimism, assertiveness, and prosocial skills. Health esteem, on the other hand, refers to your child's ability to uphold their worth and dignity at all times. A child with a healthy self-esteem portrays attributes of self-confidence, resilience, assertiveness, sense of responsibility and accountability, as well as the ability to love themselves and others. Here are some practical tips that you can use to help your child nurture a positive self-concept and a healthy self-esteem. Number 1, continue to love your child unconditionally, because every child needs to feel seen and heard. So pay attention to your child when they talk to you and respond to them appropriately in a way that they feel you have understood them correctly. Number 2, desist from basing your love and recognition for your child on his or her performance. Maybe you have observed that many parents, caregivers, and educators only applaud or recognize their children when they achieve something or meet their expectations. We forget their worth and dignity is inborn and constant, and therefore does not depend on what they do, but simply who they are. Number 3, treat your child with respect. This communicates to your child that you care about them and their feelings. Also, it will be helpful to demonstrate your trust in them to help them know that they are enough or adequate. This inspires them to mirror your respect and trust to themselves, so they are able to also trust themselves and respect themselves. Number 4, celebrate your child's efforts as well as their small and big wins. Ensure you also empower them to recognize their efforts and achievements and to celebrate them too. This can help them to build their self-confidence and learn to validate themselves other than relying on external validation. Number 5, support your child to embrace their mistakes and to learn from them. This helps your child to identify both their strengths and weaknesses and to embrace them both. Number 6, Empower your child to embody a positive mindset. This can be achieved through supporting your child to nurture positivity and gratitude. It would be great if you can help him or her to create a positive affirmation board and a gratitude affirmation board, which they can display either in their bedroom or on their mirror or desk, so that they can read them every day. Encourage them to say to themselves at least 2 new positive affirmations and 2 gratitude affirmations every day. Some examples of positive affirmations include: I'm wise and intelligent. I'm kind and respectful to others. I love my life and take control of it. I'm enough. I embrace my failures and learn from them. A few examples of gratitude affirmations are: I'm grateful for my life. I'm thankful for my family. I'm grateful for the air I breathe. I'm grateful for the support I get from my teachers. I'm grateful for my friends. Lastly, we will discuss how to support our children to become more resilient. But before we do that, let's look at how a resilient child looks like. A resilient child is able to embrace his or her day-to-day challenges and employ strategies to resolve them. They bounce back easily without allowing these challenges to overwhelm them. They later work with others and ask for support where necessary, and purpose to learn from the challenges that they face on a day-to-day basis. Now, let's look at 2 ways, which are some of the many ways to help your child become more resilient. Number 1, help your child to build their resilience by demonstrating your trust not only in them but in their abilities. Provide them with challenging tasks to execute and solve under your supervision, but only come in to support them when they are completely stuck, where you only give them tips and clues so that they can accomplish the task on their own successfully. Also, as mentioned earlier in our discussion, identify their strength and share this strength with them as regularly as possible. For example, you can say to your child, you have put in a lot of work in your project. You definitely are very focused and determined. Do not also forget to frequently remind your child how special and important they are, so that they can believe it and live it. Number 2, do not rescue your child or your children from their problems. That is, problems that they can solve on their own or with their peers. Rather, train them simple problem-solving skills. For example, we will look at a simple 5-step problem-solving strategy, which entails: number 1, encouraging them to tap into their abilities by asking them to think about different ways to solve their issue or issues. You can help them to brainstorm on different solutions for the issue at hand. The second step involves identification of the best solution. So once they have identified several solutions, help them to explore the pros and cons of each solution and decide on the most suitable one to tackle their problem or challenge. The third step is about implementation of this best solution that they have identified. So encourage them to implement the solution. And number 4, or the fourth step, encourage them to evaluate whether the solution has worked or not. Now, if the solution works, validate their efforts in following through the problem-solving process. If it doesn't work, help them to appreciate that they have learned what works and what doesn't work, and this information will help them in similar future problems. Then encourage them, that is step number 5, encourage them to go back to the drawing board and repeat the problem-solving process. Now, this process is gradual but a sure way of helping your child to develop effective problem-solving skills, which they use now and they are able to build on as they grow and mature. Wonderful people, this brings us to the end of our discussion today. I hope you have picked some practical strategies to support your child, strengthen competencies of positive self-concept, healthy self-esteem, and resilience. Kindly share with us in the comment section below some of the socio-emotional learning opportunities you plan to provide your child with to help them nurture any of the 3 competencies we have discussed today. I look forward to reading and learning from your comments. It is a goodbye for now. Please be a support system to all the children you interact with, and see you soon. Blessings.